coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league. And he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Play action. It's McDonald. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's McDonald. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
McDonald sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans! Ramondre Stevenson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Three and a half to go, first quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he in the game come up with? Looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Well, get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's to his running back, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go play action with McDonald. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. L.J. Collier showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. McDonald. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Fitzpatrick now. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Disley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Here's Madison running on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one. Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards remain on second down. Fitzpatrick. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll fire one in zone for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They'll try and run forward Janovich. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stevenson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cole McDonald, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Stevenson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.